This is it here, so you can see it. It's a Dune 4WD 300Ah lithium battery. I've undone it, but I haven't taken it out, so let's have a look. It's not small. I'm kind of future-proofing this canopy as far as 12 volt goes. The bigger the better. Not always true, but in this case, it's kind of going to save me any issues if I want to upgrade things later or run bigger things. Let's have a squiz. They're not light. They're lighter than AGM batteries, but I guess as soon as you go 300 amp hours, it's going to be pretty heavy. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it works. All right, 300 amp hours may seem overkill. We're going with a big inverter, which means having a bigger battery is necessary. So this is the battery. As you can see on the top here, we've got red and black. I love how they're both one end rather than opposite ends like a normal battery. So this way, everything can be running off that way. 12.8 nominal charge, 14.6 battery charging voltage. Discharge 300 amps, 320, 10 seconds, whatever that means. Weight, 28 kilos. That's quite heavy. M8 screws. It does come with the bolts with spring washers and a normal washer. Pretty straightforward. They go in there. This is gonna be the power behind our 12 volt setup. I'm excited to have such a big amp hour battery just because it's gonna be like, I'm never gonna have to worry about battery usage. Obviously it's gonna take longer to charge to full capacity, but we do have solar power, so it's going to be hopefully always topped up. In our other canopy, we've got 100 amp hours. So, and to be honest, 100 amp hours is more than enough for us. So we 100% overkill, but sometimes you gotta do it. 28 kilos though, good thing to keep in mind when you're building a canopy, and weight, you're adding up your weights as you go. All right, the next thing is what the battery is going to actually sit on. Now, it's super handy to have a battery tray. That way you can mount your battery properly. You know it's snug and it's not gonna be sliding around and moving anywhere, and you don't need to use your own straps. I think in our current canopy, I've had to like drill in some like little eyelet things and then put straps over the battery because I couldn't find a tray that was suitable. But luckily Dune do an extra large battery tray for the extra large battery. It comes with straps and it comes with the tray. Let's have a look at it actually. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Essentially a tray with 6 mounting points. It's got this foam in here, so obviously it's not battery on metal, which is really important because, you know, even no matter how hard you strap it down, there's always going to be a bit of movement and the plastic casing could deteriorate. And then it's got your lashing points, 4 here, and then it comes with 2 straps, which are rated to 400 kilograms, so more than enough for your 28 kilo battery. It is, you can kind of see these are like raised up a bit, which is good because it means that when it's sitting flush in your canopy, a bit of airflow underneath, which I enjoy. And having 6 is really handy. So like I said in my other video, if you haven't gone and watched it, there is a cavity under the canopy, which makes attaching things like this super, super easy and install a lot better. That's gonna make that super straightforward. Happy with that one. Next, we have our shunt and battery monitor. This is probably the more confusing part when you're wiring up a 12 volt system. A shunt, it's essentially monitoring every usage in and out of your battery. It's a 500 amp shunt, which means it can take pretty much anything that you're going to be using. And it comes with a monitor, which shows you, I guess you can set it to your maximum ampage, and then it'll just calculate down how much is being used and how much is being charged and that kind of thing. Turns it into a percentage and gives you a voltage reading of the battery. So really handy information to know when you're off grid or whatever. That thing there, if you can see, is the shunt. So that is the bit of equipment that you kind of, I think I'm gonna put it behind the panel because it's not something you need to get to all the time. It's essentially just 2 big bolts and a connection to the monitor, essentially. I guess you've got a battery side and a usage side. So essentially the battery will attach to one side of the shunt and that's it. That's the only thing that attaches to that side. And then every other side of the shunt is everything else. So your inverter, your Anderson plugs for whatever, your fridge, your control hubs, whatever. And that way the battery, all the negative, I think this is how it works, all the negatives running through there tells the monitor this is what's being used. You can also attach to the other side your input. So your DC-DC charger will run to there. The negative from the DC-DC charger will run to there. That's obviously the only input you have. That way, the voltage meter will know, oh, I'm also getting some power, so it will start to go up. A little bit confusing, but when we come to the install, subscribe for that, it'll make a little bit more sense. So I'll just quickly show you, it's pretty straightforward. That is the shunt. It's just like 2 bolts really, and I think it's made out of brass. And then there's like a little plug for your voltage meter to plug into, and then it does need power, it does need positive, which is just a tiny little wire. This is the meter that we'll install somewhere, so I'll have to cut the size of that, and then on the back there it's the plug which plugs into the shunt. Comes with all the wire as well in the box, so probably the more complicated part of the install, but once you set it up, it's well worth testing it and making sure that it's working how you want it to do, how you want it to work. And then when it comes to camping and being off grid, it puts your mind at ease so much, because you're like, oh, the inverter that I'm running with my coffee machine is drawing exactly this much, and it's dropping to 60%. I can use it maybe twice more before we need to, drive or put the solar blanket out or whatever. So handy piece of equipment to understand your usage. All right, the next piece of gear that we have from Dune is the control hub. This is actually the mini 12-volt control hub. It is essentially, it saves you from having to install a bunch of different like USBs and cigarette points and Anderson plugs, because it's all in one. So much simpler than doing that. It saves cutting into your headboard and whatever you want to do. On the front, we have, they're all marine rated, I think, as well. So they're all 2 cigarette lighters at the top. So pumps or whatever you want to use it for, cigarettes. 2 there, USB, 2 USBs there, handy for charging phones, cameras, head torches, that kind of stuff. And then the other one has 1 USB, but also a USB-C, which is becoming more popular, so really handy to have one of them. And then it has a little monitor here, a voltage, battery capacity and voltage. So I guess that is pretty much just reading, I think you can set it, so you set your capacity and whatever, and that works a little bit like a shunt, I believe. When we come to install it, we'll have a play around with it. It gives you another monitor to look at. On the bottom, Anderson plugs. There's 4, you can see one's black, this one here, that says battery in. So that's because that is where the power is going to be going in from. So when we come to wiring everything up, there's going to be a positive from the battery, a negative from the shunt, going straight into this black one here. The other 3, simply Anderson plugs. So if you've got something that, like a fan that runs off an Anderson plug, or another fridge or something like that, then you can just plug it into here. And with these little hook mount things, you can hook it in your canopy and then plug it in essentially like a PowerPoint. It is worth knowing that their maximum 50 output, this does have some internal fuses, which you don't want to blow because it's probably a pain in the ass to get in and change them. So anything that you run off here, you'd want to be fused as well. I know there's 3, but probably wouldn't want to be running like 3 relatively high voltage things off here and using these at the same time. I can't imagine the little fuses inside would handle all that. So be wary of what you're actually wanting to use this for, but it is a handy piece of gear to have in your canopy rather than installing all these separately, cutting holes, wiring them in at the back, fusing them at the back and all that. Saying this input here, I will definitely have fused, so the cable from here to the battery is protected. And then, like I said, internal fuses, and then make sure that any accessories you are using also have their appropriate fuses. Comes with the manual, as does everything we've chatted about. Now, what's next? This bad boy. This is the Dune 3000 watt pure sine wave converter. Now,